never allowed back. It was crazy.
Oh shit.
I
That's
showed my ass
hilarious.
that night.
Never
and then
had
and then when they were trying to stitch
just
my
out
eyebrow,
here on the do not enter list.
yeah.
What is going on? I thought my friend was all nice and innocent and
Jess?
things,
Oh
and
no.
You thought
Jess
Jess?
is out
Hey,
I'm
here
not
hey,
nice
just
and
buck
innocent.
wild for the one time.
hey, hey,
Okay,
and
so,
and he was trying to stitch me up, but of course I'm drunk, so I'm swaying. And he was like, "Look, ma'am, I'm trying to make it so that your eyebrow is straight. If you keep moving, I'm gonna fuck this up, and you're gonna have a crooked eyebrow, and I don't want to hear about it." I was like, "Yes, Dr. Tom and Jerry, I'll stop moving right now." His name was Dr. Tom. I kept calling Dr. Tom and Jerry. It was a mess. It was a mess. I was a mess. I was the mess. It was bad. But I have a great scar, a great story. You can barely see it, but when you look and you're like, oh shit, yeah, Dr. Tom did the damn thing on that. I haven't had a crooked eyebrow.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I
That
know you like twin, I know you didn't, partake in the drinks like that. I understand that, and I get it. Respectful. I
mm-hmm.
respect. Nothing but
Yes.
respect. I'm surprised sometimes how I survived my 20s. And my 30s, I reflected on that and was like, how in the hell did I survive my 20s? Because with the amount that I drank in my 20s, I
Bottles.
couple times,
Bottles.
couple times, yeah, a couple times it was a bad night. It's a real
Mm.
bad night. Had a little bit too much to drink. It started out great, and then it quickly uh went roller coaster down fast.
Downhill.
And then
Downhill.
and police were called. It was not a good night,
Oh wow.
and yeah, yeah, no, that was not a good night for me. Luckily,
It's never a good night when the cops get
so
called. I'm just gonna
luckily,
throw that out there.
so luckily, I had a couple friends out there. They were white, and they were my shield. So
Oh, okay, good.
they shielded me from jail.
Good.
So I'm thankful to them because
Damn.
they were my shield.
I I had a good 3 year run in my 30s. I I, are y'all just embalmed already? What's going on? I'm a fish out of water here.
So, so at this point, I think I maybe like have like half preservatives in me. Um,
With all the forever chemicals and shit, yeah, I'm
all the
pretty sure.
chemicals that I've dumped into my system, and you know all of the shit that I've done in my 20s, um, a little bit in my 30s. That's what fucked me up now in my 40s. You know,
Oh yeah, I was in my
because
30s when I split
yeah,
the eyebrow.
yeah, because
I have to say, I was like
it messed me up
32.
in my 40s. Because I mean, I can't eat steak anymore without pain. You know, I can't eat a regular schmegular hamburger without pain. You know, all of the things that you could eat, Taz, and that you love and enjoy. Just imagine
Yes.
if you can't.
Mm.
And if you do,
Oh, I'm
it is the
flipping
worst
everything
pain
over.
you ever felt in your life.
I'm flipping everything over, just so you know. I'm flipping everything.
See,
But I mean,
It
there
would
are
make me
quite
so
a few things
sad.
I'm not supposed to have, and I tempt fate, and I'm talking about like, oh, if you have it, you're going to meet Jesus, and you're not coming
well,
back
just
to the
think of it
planet.
like this. Well, think of it like this. Think of it like this. Almost everything, like with me, almost everything you could eat, and you will go check yourself into the upper room.
Well, yeah,
Almost everything.
well, I guess that's
Because
why I
right now
didn't
you
do
could.
too much.
Because I mean, right now you could not eat one or two things. I got like 83 things I can't eat.
Oh,
Oh,
and it's
wow.
I'm
increasing every
essentially
day.
allergic to the
You know,
planet, but I was born allergic to the planet. I've got seasonal allergies, environmental allergies, food allergies, medicinal allergy. I think at this point, all my sneezing and stuff, I realized today I told Chaos, I said, I think I'm allergic to myself because every time I'm in the room by myself, I start sneezing. So, the Lord is, the universe has got sense of humor. They was like, we gonna take you around all the fun stuff, but you can't do none of the fun stuff. Plus, I'm so anxious that I can't really go through with stuff. So I just sit back and watch other people do it, and I'm clumsy as hell. So no, yeah, like I said, I had a 3 year run. I had a 3 year run, and by the 3 year run, it wasn't like consistent. I was very inconsistent with it because, like, I would do something crazy, have a like 2 or 3 drunken weekends, and then it would be like 8 months of I just want some iced tea and Mountain Dew, and please don't even come over here with your liquor breath. So I wasn't even good at being a wild child, okay? And then
You were like a part-time
people,
wild
I
child.
was,
because you had to do it in
yeah,
spurts.
and then every time like my cousins or my friends would like get really drunk or whatever, and then somebody would end up in dirt, and then I was like, I don't want to be in dirt because that seems gross. So then I was paranoid about that, and I didn't really want to drink that at all. And yeah, I,
To
I
usually, if you end up you drink that much and you fall in dirt, it's either one or two extremes. It's either really really good or it's really really bad.
Right.
It's
Right.
never just I just tripped and oh here I just landed into dirt. Let me just get up real quick, dust
and
myself.
let's
No,
not forget the time I told y'all when I've actually gotten drunk, and it's been like severe drunkenness, like when I project out all over my poor father,
Oh,
who
wow.
I did unblock. Um,
Oops.
oh
Keep in
no.
mind, my daddy does not know how to cuss, so in his own way, he cussed me out,
Ah,
and I was fighting for my life not to laugh. So there's that. But like it would be stuff like that. Like I would be sick like for the whole like the next week in my 20s. Like when I hear people now like in their 40s and 50s talking about, "Oh, I went out and got drunk and I was sick for." That was me during that time in my 30s. And I just there was one time I got drunk in my 20s. That was my mama's fault cuz she tricked me. I told you
oh,
about the whole iced tea situation. I thought Long Island iced tea was iced tea, and she let me think it, let me sit there and drink these things. Um,
that was wrong. That was so
That
wrong.
was messed up. It was funny, but that was messed up.
Yep, I got a good chuckle.
yeah, so I just like I was all messed up. I was all messed up and everything, so I didn't want to try it anymore. Y'all know I have a thing about being dirty, and it was just in the back of
Yeah.
my mind. I didn't want to fall in dirt, and then I didn't want to feel like that all week. And then plus, when I would get drunk, I would want to mix all the wrong things together to eat.
Oh,
Like I once
Oh
evidently
no.
a college roommate of mine told me that one night I took a bowl, filled it up with mayo, and was dipping Twinkies in the mayo, and then passed out.
oh,
Sounds like you.
I will tell
interesting.
you, the next day it was horrible.
I
Um.
bet. I don't even want to think about it.
So
What?
So yeah, I was a very part-time,
what? Oh,
inconsistent, wild
so
child.
look here.
Plus I always thought my mom was gonna jump up and tell me I was doing it wrong. I didn't think she would like give me a whooping or I would be in trouble. But my mother would make fun of me because she was like, how am I so bad about it? And I have this child that don't know nothing and that I can't put out into the public. Like my brother, she's like, yeah, they know what to do, they know what's up, and then there's you. And I'm like, okay, if I'm out somewhere, my mama pop out and she out party me, that's embarrassing.
Mm-hmm.
That's
So
Mm-hmm.
like, think about it. You out at the
uh-huh.
club
Uh-huh.
doing it up. You
Uh-huh.
get your T-Pain on, the bartender, they pouring
Yeah,
the
yeah.
drinks, you drinking them, and then your mama doing it better. I didn't want
I'm
that. I,
it
I didn't
all
want
right.
that at all.
I'm sorry. All right. It's it,
That just means your
there's a
mom's an
couple
OG
times,
at partying. That's all.
there's a couple times I've been out at a bar where I'd be hanging out with somebody and their parents were there. It's the weirdest thing. It's the
Now, see,
weirdest thing for
my
me.
kids have drugged me out to things. And at first I was like, oh, I'm the cool parent, until they broke my whole spirit and was like, no, we wanted to teach you how to protect
So,
yourself out in public and how
oh
not to be
no.
awkward. I was like, oh, well, screw you,
So
you're
no,
a
because
bastard.
here no the thing about it, and the thing about it to me, it was like kind of weird, is that all right. It's funny too, because they be hanging out there with their parents, but they still act like, the kid. You buy me a drink right up to
Oh shit.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
there was one time we
Oh
were at
yeah.
karaoke and my younger cousin was with us and she ordered all these drinks and I was paying for them and she goes, no, this isn't for you. I said, oh, did you run that card yet? And the lady was like, no. I said, she got it. She got so upset. I, I'm going to
Yeah.
participate.
He
I may not be a good participant, but if I'm paying, I'm going to participate.
Exactly.
said
Yeah,
right.
that
Yeah.
part. If you're, it's only right if you're
He
paying.
said,
You should
yeah,
be
if
able to
I'm paying, I'm gonna
participate.
do something. I
Now, I
may not
really
do
wish
it
that
the
I had
same.
not because I'm pretty sure I grew hair on my chest from whatever it is that we drank. That shit burned the inside of me. I felt like the Flash on the inside. I promise you. I felt like the Human Torch
And
went down my
sometimes
esophagus and laid in my chest, but I couldn't tell her that that's how I felt because I was like trying to like stick it to her and prove to her, I could hang with everybody. I could not. Okay, I went to sleep that night and woke up and it was Thursday. We went out on a Friday the week before.
You were fighting for your life. Taz was fighting
so
for her
look,
life.
I can tell you like this: there's some of those liquors that are so strong that it might as well, disinfect your insides, because yeah, that's what they be doing.
I was just like, whew. Like I'm sitting there drinking, like, whew, okay, oh Lord. And I also should have known something was up because it was like 10 drinks. It was like $8 and some change. That should have
Mm,
been like a clue. I've learned that if it's
Right?
real cheap, you pretty much done embalmed yourself.
yeah.
Mm,
Yeah. I
Yes.
mean that. Yeah. So all I say is
that's
this:
why I'm a wine
you
girly.
drink like
I'm
that,
a
you
wine
are
connoisseur.
disinfected on the inside, and it seeps out
Hmm.
on the outside.
Yes.
Yeah, I
It gives
that's
you
why
that flammable
I'm a
breath.
wine girly.
Right?
I'm good. I'm good with yeah.
Said
That's my
I'm
lane.
said
Well,
no, don't need any more.
my drink of choice used to be Hennessy, and I would drink that shit like it was water. It was bad. It was bad.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
And when they were
First,
mixing it with the hypnotic and doing the Incredible Hulk drink, yeah, I was all over that shit too. What?
I remember
Let's
the
see.
whole
My
Incredible Hulk thing, and okay, don't don't beat me up, okay? I
uh-huh.
was working for a cardiologist at the time. And this is during
Hmm.
the time where most medical office buildings were converting from paper charts to digital charts. I was working for the cardiologist. I was heading the team. It was a temporary team to get the conversions going because I had background in healthcare, background in IT, all this stuff. The perfect storm for me to do it. This place was getting so toxic. The temporary employees battling with the regular employees. Now, mind you, nobody is hired to have the same skill set. The regular schmegular employees are the medical staff. The temp staff is
Hmm.
just there to go through the files. Can't nobody take nobody else's job, okay?
Right.
Why
Right.
they were battling back and forth, you would have thought it was pre 1965 civil rights, okay? They wanted all sorts of segregation. Don't let them in there. It was so
God
toxic that I was
damn.
like, you know what? I gotta go. I gotta go. And they were just hiring anybody to have bodies in there. So a lot of times instead of supervising, I'm doing the work. So they decided to throw a little going away party for me during the day, and then a bunch of us girls were going out that night. So there was one of the young ladies that wanted to do the Incredible Hulks. The rest of us were like, we don't really know what that is, and the internet was fairly new. So we went to one liquor store where I knew one of my cousin's friends worked at. So we asked him, and he's like, y'all, He's like, I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I know her right there, pointing at me, can't drink no Incredible Hulk. So he gave us these knockoff, watered down bottles of liquor to make Incredible Hulks out of. Now, taste wise, great. You were not getting drunk off of this, okay? When I
Right.
say knockoff, like this is back in the day where you could get like 1% alcohol stuff, like when it was like fruity mixed drinks already in the bottle. It was
Mhm.
it was like
Yeah.
a wine
Yeah.
cooler. It was like we mixed 3 wine coolers together, okay? But the girl who wanted the Incredible Hulks that night, she's slurring and we're all looking like we know ain't no real alcohol in here. What is she doing? And at the end of the night, she looks at me. She's like, "Well, since you bought this, could I have the rest of this?" I'm like,
Go
and we
ahead.
all paid like $1 each to get this stuff. And I'm looking at them like, if you want her to have it, I'm not taking it home to drink it. Like this was fun for tonight, but what? But I'm telling you, they said that Monday at work, she came in talking about, oh, I was so drunk, I hooked up with blah 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 from the office. Girl, he about to tell everybody because we all
Oh,
know you wasn't
please.
drunk, and he can't hold water. And the blase skip that she hooked up with while pretending to be drunk was
Mhm.
the
Uh,
cardiologist's son.
Oh.
oh, well, isn't that nice? You know, with
And the
me,
one son of this cardiologist that was not a
mm,
doctor, he was the one that refused to work. I was like, you gave it up
oh,
to the brokey? You pretended to be drunk to give it up to the brokey?
I guess
Oh,
so.
not the
But
brokey.
hey,
Damn.
but I guess
Like
for
he would
me,
come in once a
my
week and clean like the the break room and stuff. And we all knew that his dad gave him like $100 to do that because his dad would do it at the front reception desk. We would see him get handed the $100.
Oh, okay.
uh,
Like, so he got one whole $100 to get through the week, and he has to pay for, what did his dad say, his own cell phone plan and everything else. So I'd say he'd have maybe $10 left.
Right.
Girl,
oh yeah.
you
So
gave it up for chicken nuggets.
yeah, guess so.
Yeah, she pretended to be
Generally,
so drunk for that, and it wasn't until like a month later that she realized. She was like, "Y'all let me think I was drunk. I don't know how you thought you saw us. You know the rest of us are lightweights. We weren't drunk. Why were you pretending to be drunk? How the fuck we gonna let you pretend? Right, like nobody was letting
that's
you
a cover.
pretend.
That was a cover for
But
hooking
I
up with the
was
dude in the office. That was a
right,
cover.
and I'm like,
That
but
was
I'm
it.
telling you, those little fake Incredible Hulk. Great. Now I did have a real Incredible Hulk once. I should say I had a sip of one once. Y'all are some brave souls that was drinking the real ones. Y'all the
So
real
that,
MVPs.
that'd
majority
be
of
me. That'd be
whenever I
me.
went out, my drink of choice is just whatever whatever I felt like.
I
I would experiment. I would just experiment with all kinds of shit.
It was
Got
a
me in
pretty
trouble a lot
green,
of times.
okay? I liked it because the pretty green color.
no, but I did
No,
when
I mean, I would just try
like
anything.
the lima ritas, the mango ritas and stuff came out. I did have a mango rita, a half of a small can. I mixed
Mm.
it with something else. It was okay. Now the strawberry Rita I mixed with cranberry juice and it was good. My cousin was very pissed off that I did that. Very pissed off. And I was like, "Why are you mad? Like I put in on it. Like I didn't like take half of like the little case that you got and did it. I did it with one thing." And she was like, "You can't drink with nobody. We just gonna get you a Mountain Dew and you just sit in the corner." Sorry, my bad. But it was really good. I had like some crushed ice. I poured it over the crushed ice. It was like a, nice little refreshing beverage. But yeah, it was cool. I know that I'm limited, and it's okay. It's us all right. I'll be limited. I'll
All
stick to
right,
just being elevated.
a little bit.
Just a smidge.
All right, so let's get started. I got first one. Comes from r/advice. Best friend and partner have been previously intimate. So my partner and my best friend have been close friends since college, and now we are all in our 30s. My best friend has been intimate with a lot of people I know and has recently gotten engaged. So has cheated on has cheated on her partner on multiple occasions without consequences.
Hmm.
I got with my partner nearly 2 years ago. Now they have openly had this flirty banter, more so from her part, and it has made me uncomfortable on numerous occasions. But I've had to remind myself that it's okay as nothing has ever happened between them. I also like to add his ex partner was suspicious of our friend and another friend within our group, and was also suspicious of same friend, and they have openly joked about how crazy they are that this to think this was as nothing ever happened between them. Lord, Lord Jesus. I
Mm-hmm.
went through his phone and came to find out that they had been intimate a few years before we got together, but said friend had invited him back to hers to stay when we had all been out a few months before we got together. But because her house wasn't free, he didn't stay, but he had said he would have if he could. Reading what I've read, like like the boasting has knocked me sick. So reading what I've read, like the boasting has knocked me sick. I am devastated because it felt nice knowing this was the one person she hadn't been with, but now I feel sick. She's my closest best friend, and I don't know what to do as he hasn't cheated on me. I just can't believe my gut instinct was right, and I've just been gaslit so hard to believe nothing has happened. He has already blocked her on everything and is willing to try again with me. She's messaged me, and because she doesn't know what I know, has apologized, but then backtracked saying nothing happened. I feel done with her, but I can't stop thinking about them both being intimate. No sex.
How did OP go this long? So she wasn't gaslit, okay? Her friend's a whore. She knows her friend's a whore. Number one. Number
Mm-hmm.
two,
Yep. Number
if
one,
the
yeah.
boyfriend was able to stay away from the friend for all this long time, he wouldn't have to block her on everything. So he was still having thoughts about her and probably still trying to stick his Peter Whacker in her cooter biscuit. Because why you need
Yes.
to apologize and block her on
Right.
everything?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. If you forgive one, you forgive both, don't you? That's the way I see it.
And
Yeah.
and for the friend to keep saying nothing happened, nothing happened, nothing. First of all, I would say whoop her ass, but ain't no reason to whoop her ass. You know that your friend is a whore, and you kept being friends with a whore. Talking about that's one of the few people she ain't slept with.
It's like,
What?
okay.
What? You know your
Okay.
friend is that bad? You
Yes.
Okay.
already know what her undercarriage look like, smell like, taste like, feel like, and you
Mhm.
sitting there talking about you feel devastated. He wants to try again. Try what again? If he never did anything, what is there to try again? What the?
Exactly.
Like, I mean, I if he blocked her because he truly does love her, whatnot, and he wants to prove that to her that it's just nothing, and he communicated that to her. That's one thing, but it sounds like he's just doing that to as like a
Save
desperation
face.
tactic.
Yeah, he's doing it to
And,
save face.
Yeah.
and here's my thing. Maybe I'm a weirdo with this, but I don't believe that you're proving loyalty or anything to somebody by blocking someone. If
Exactly.
you are that easily tempted that you can't tell somebody to leave you alone and cuss them out, that you got to out of sight, out of mind somebody, leave me alone. Okay,
Like,
Exactly.
right.
leave me alone
A
because I
hundred
don't
percent.
care how much you try to come on to me. One, I'm gonna cuss you out. I'm gonna go tell him. We gonna roast the shit out of you together. Okay?
Yeah.
No, I'm a block her. Oh no, we done kicked it already. We done been up in each other's face. You done had me in this heifer face. You didn't tell me that you stuck it in her cooter biscuit. She didn't tell me that you taste the goodness of her cooter biscuit. Don't try to block her now. Don't try to block her now. And see,
Right.
I'm that
Yeah.
person that I'm gonna invite everybody to dinner. And when you and I'm gonna get like the little covers, the plate covers, and when you pull the plate covers off, it's just gonna be some condoms. Like, is there anything somebody wants to tell Taz? Yes,
To
well,
Oh,
invite
be
him on the
like,
dinner, the
these better
centerpiece is
be your
just
confessions.
the big centerpiece would be just a
right.
big bowl of condoms just
I wouldn't
piled
want
up.
to piss Taz off. I'm just
And
saying.
have Gambit's voice playing in the loop. Struggle love
Struggle love
condoms. You
condom.
get 10
Struggle love
seconds to come
condom.
clean. because she about to whoop your ass. Like, no. And here's the thing, as somebody who
No.
was good friends with a whore, okay? I was good friends with two whores. One, I didn't know what a whore was at the time. I was friends with this girl. I don't know why. At 10 years old, people let me hang out with this 15-year-old whore, but they did. Okay, and another girl, once again, didn't know she was a whore, found out she was a whore. And I was like, oh no, because I want to date people, and I don't want to be sitting here having to go, do you know who such and such is? Like
Right.
I don't want to do that.
Like we gotta check on their
Like,
list
I
before we
have-
start our own.
Right.
Right, like there's somebody that I know to this day, and I told Chaos, I was like, yeah, you ain't got to worry about ever meeting her, because we already severed ties, because she tried to dip her stick in she was trying to check somebody's oil that whose oil I was supposed to be checking. You catch what I'm putting down?
Oh,
No, we're
wow.
not doing
I got you.
Yep.
Let me explain something to you. Okay, she tried to play with my toy. This ain't gonna be no Andy situation. What was that boy named? See It. It's gonna turn into See It's bedroom. I'm not gonna be sitting here writing on Reddit. Come on, what did I do? I lost my
shit.
friend because I found out she. No.
Said no. Look here. I
Heck
know
is
what I need to do.
this, y'all.
I'm not putting it out on here as, you know, they're gonna track back to me as evidence. No.
Right.
No, we're gonna take a trip to See It's room.
Said,
That's what we gonna
no.
Right, Tracia,
Oh.
the flirting made her uncomfortable, and she said nothing. Because I'll tell you in a minute, if I start to feel uncomfortable, and I want somebody to tell me if they feeling uncomfortable with somebody flirt with me, no, because if
Said,
no,
yeah, because I mean, there,
chaos. Look, chaos funny, but let somebody start grabbing it. You ain't that funny.
said, oh no. Said, look here.
It ain't my mind
Said,
right
He
now.
ain't that funny.
Said, bitch, ain't nothing that
He-
fun. I will fucking RKO you right now.
He ain't that funny. But just
Oh,
just realize the good bishop is always willing, ready, and able to
Chaos
perform
pop
a
in and say, I am that funny. No, I am that funny, damn it. I'm that funny.
I'm not jealous, okay? I'm possessive of my toys. That's why I wrote my name at the bottom of your foot.
I'm
Said,
screaming.
Force Chaos had to say, no, I am that funny. Don't tell me I'm not that funny. I'm that funny. I know I'm that funny.
I was laughing because I could picture Taz doing that. He's not that
Said
funny.
he's not that funny.
Yeah.
And Chaos is going, I am
all
that
of a-
funny.
Yeah, all of a
Ma'am.
sudden it'll be a funeral. I'll be sending a text message right in the group. Y'all angry, I need a good funeral song. For who, it don't matter. Just make it for a wench. Jess,
Said, gotcha.
can you step in and cover all of the Taz effect for today? Why I gotta perform
Yeah.
a funeral for who? But shoot, you know what? Let me go check her ID. I don't know her name. Hold on.
Said, Taz, well, let me hit up
Can't go
Jess.
there, say winch.
Let me hit up Jess because we gonna be doing Taz effect.
We need some backup. Yep.
Yeah,
gonna
just
be
be
doing
like,
it
dearly
tomorrow.
beloved, we are gathered here to pay homage to Wanchalicious. Because she tried it.
She effed around. She found out.
And found out. Yep.
I ain't got time to
Damn.
learn names. Look, cemeteries only let you drop off during certain times. So we got this, brother. We got to get to.
We gotta get the show on the road.
Oh, let you drop
I'm
off.
serious though.
Time
They
constraints
do.
right now.
Okay, I've done enough
Like
funerals.
you drop it
with
off
my
like you
dad
dropping
and
off clothes
stuff.
at the goddamn Goodwill.
Yeah, at the cemeteries and stuff, they only let you be in there to a certain time for burials. You know, you got that drop off. I mean, I guess that does sound crude to call it a drop, but that's what the hell it is.
It is. It is
It's a
technically.
drop-off.
You're right. I
That's
can get
still-
on board with that.
Listen,
So
two things can be true at the same time. All right, it's still
You
funny.
gotta get it to the you gotta make the delivery window.
I mean, it's still
Like,
funny.
here you go.
It's funny dropping off dropping off clothes at the Goodwill. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But you dropping the body off at the
yeah.
At the cemetery.
And you want to know what's super funny? My one cousin,
So,
when my
any
papa
holes?
passed
Any
away,
holes in there filled up? No, that one
yeah,
good. All right,
like
just
when
toss it
my
in there.
papa
Droop.
passed away, and the funeral home had
Bombs
to come get
away.
his body, and they're like, they're finally rolling him out. It was a lovely, lovely woman, and my cousin goes, "Is it wrong, or should I ask for a receipt for him?" When I we all died, like, did she just ask? But we were like, wait a minute,
A
should
receipt.
we
A
should we
receipt?
have some paperwork saying that y'all picked him up? Like, how did this go? This poor lady stopped and looked at us like, what is wrong with all of y'all? And we're like, because she's looking at us like, this can't be the first
Oh
person
shit.
y'all done buried. And we're like, it's not. They usually just don't die at home. Like, not here anyway. Like, do we need a receipt for him? She's like, we're not buying him. You're we're not buying him from you.
So
Like, it's like, oh,
you
okay.
can't. You're not writing that shit off on your taxes, all right? I mean,
But I tell you, because at that point I was laughing so hard, I leaned up against the wall right at the entrance to my granny's kitchen, and I slid down the wall. My granny went from crying over the love of her life dying to cackling so loud and leaning over on the couch. My mom is just like, what the hell is wrong with my family? I don't, that's your cousin. She's like, that's also your cousin. Not today. That's your cousin.
oh my
It's her
god,
cousin first.
That is your cousin.
that's hilarious. No, that's your cousin. No, that's your cousin.
She was your cousin first.
He's your cousin first.
Right. I'm like, and then I'm looking at my cousin's daughter, and that's your mama. And she's like, who mama?
Not mine.
Yours.
Say who?
I
Yours.
was like, y'all got the same
Ain't mine.
face.
Oh my god. All right.
Oh shit.
Ooh, next one. All right.
Can you hear me?
Would I be the asshole for repeatedly telling someone that she
Yeah.
eats babies?
Does she what?
That she eats babies. Babies.
Oh,
That she eats
okay.
babies. The children's. Whether they're
Hmm.
boneless or not, I don't know, but we're about to find out.
I'm assuming it's boneless. I got
I
Lord,
don't
I hope it is.
I hope
Please.
it's boneless, but we're about to find out. All right. When my partner, 58 male, and I, 41 male, ordered veal, a friend, 69 female, of his said that she wouldn't be having the veal because she doesn't eat babies. Oh, she's one of those.
Oh, okay.
After the
Damn.
three of us got our meals,
But I
she
bet you
again
she
announced.
sucked dick.
She eat those babies.
Just all right. That just broke my concentration right there. Holy shit, that
You
was
know what? This is
hilarious.
probably why the Lord doesn't let me be, good at drinking liquor. Cause could you imagine if I
Oh Lord,
got
no.
tipsy?
Say, Tipsy Taz. All right, look at Tipsy Taz. I don't know if we could deal with Tipsy Taz. That's a whole nother level. All right. After the three of us got our meals, she again announced she doesn't eat veal or lamb because she doesn't eat babies, and went on to enjoy her chicken. What? I like the veal, but her remark was untimely to say the least. She
Wait, was
visited a
the
few.
chicken fried? Cause they probably battered it baby chicken.
I was thinking that in my head, like, well, how does she know it's not a baby chicken? Hello?
Right? Exactly. But I don't know. She visited a few months later, and for some reason I can't remember, she announced her stance again, even though we weren't having lamb or veal. Later, when my partner said that she would be visiting again, I decided to do some research. I discovered chickens are killed younger than lambs and calves for meat, both in absolute terms and as a proportion of their natural lifespan. Ah, oh, the pettiness is about to come. I'm liking
Right.
it
She
so
was she
far.
was getting prepared. She was getting prepared for this one.
Yes. Lo and behold, at an afternoon gathering with various other people, a wedding menu was discussed as she proclaimed, I don't eat babies yet again. I said, but you eat chicken.
No, she only drinks
So,
them.
so they're only
Quit,
around 6 weeks
quit it,
old when they're
Taz.
slaughtered for meat. No, they're not. They're fully grown. That's because of how bred and fed. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Shut up.
When immediate
So
shit, shut up.
essentially, when we're eating chicken, we're eating chicken abortions.
Yeah,
I guess so.
I basically, yeah.
Damn.
So
Poultry abortions, pole
exactly
abortions.
that. Yeah, that too.
You know what? I love some good breaded pole abortions.
so,
Tasty,
so I
Me
tasty.
shut
too.
up as to not cause more of a scene. Months go by and she visits again. I swear her I don't eat baby stance must be core to her identity. Because I kid you not, she announces it again. I'm seething inside, but I don't say anything. I can't seem to let this go. She says it in a way that comes to be across as so morally superior, which I could possibly tolerate if I believed it were true. Ah, shit. Here's what I want to do, and would I be the asshole for doing it? Next time she visits, I want to say with authority, you either stop eating chicken or you stop saying I don't eat babies. If you continue to do both, you're a liar.
Mm. I mean, I feel like we should go Taz's route too, and bring up drinking babies.
Right?
Like,
I mean, she
why
definitely
stop at the
having
eating
baby. She
babies?
definitely having baby shakes. Oh, and shameless plug. Save your money. Drink them babies merch available at Tazisms.com. And in this economy, please save your money and drink them babies. I mean, grocery bills are high. Get your protein that way.
I'm,
But that heifer,
Tazisms.com. Get your shirt today.
that heifer said that you gonna tell me she ain't never had an omelet?
right.
And she never had
She
Egg,
scrambled eggs. She never had an
eh,
omelet. She never had,
cake with the egg in
she
it.
sunny
won't eat
sunny side up.
veal or lamb because she won't eat babies. What? Girl, uh, is she going to have her uterus removed? Because she's skeeting babies every month. She,
Oh my.
she,
Yeah.
True.
Like every
like,
month,
what are,
yeah.
what are
And
we doing? Like, and don't sneeze. She probably done gave birth to some quadruplet jellyfish in her life. What is she talking about? Like, I bet she white. I bet she white. I bet she white and smell like patchouli. She, she smell. I know she smell like
Screaming.
patchouli. Okay,
I
she
believe
probably
it.
got a best friend named Rainbow. I promise you. She got a vision board for
Rainbow.
everything. Okay, she gotta have a vision
Tis-
board. She go to Pinterest for everything. Like,
so she got a Ouija board and a Pinterest board.
I'm done with you. Not the Ouija board. Yeah,
But
Pinterest.
no, it's not a Ouija board anymore. I learned just a couple hours ago that they're not calling them Ouija boards anymore. They're calling them spirit boards.
Spirit board.
Spirit boards.
She
Oh,
has a spirit board.
oh my. Why are they
I
changing the
got
name
it.
of the Ouija board?
I don't know. I guess I have on TikTok used her dead papa's picture for a fake profile, and she's like, unless I take out my spirit board and tell him, he wouldn't know. Girl, are
Spirit board.
you white? Are you sure that his spirit crossed over? Because there's a lot of white people spirits still walking the earth.
So she's one of
So
those. She's one of those whites.
Mm-hmm. Damn.
Oh my god.
I got one.
All right.
Am I the asshole for not checking in much with my girlfriend when she regularly disappears for days at a time? This seems simple enough. I, hold on, disappeared on me. I, 29 male, have been with my girlfriend, 25 female, for about 2 years, and I think we keep running into the same issue over and over. She'll go out with friends or visit people for multiple days, This isn't some rare situation. It happens pretty frequently. During that time, communication from her side is usually minimal, maybe a couple short texts, but I feel like it is my responsibility to check in every day. At first, I used to call and text more often because I missed her and wanted to stay connected. But over time, I started feeling like I was the only one putting effort into maintaining contact while she was gone. It doesn't necessarily seem like she really puts too much thought into this, but I'm honestly not sure I really trust her fully anymore. So lately, I've backed off. I still text to check in at evening time, but I stopped trying to force constant communication if she's clearly focused on doing her own thing and not communicating much on her own initiative. The problem is, I still feel bad about this and what this means for our relationship. Meanwhile, my perspective, she's the one choosing to stay away for days and barely communicating herself. I don't have any problems giving her this space. It is the lack of communication. What makes this harder is that I do care. And honestly, I'm starting to worry we're drifting apart because of this pattern. I don't know what she might, I don't know what the right move is anymore. If I call more, I feel needy. If I don't call as much, it feels we are drifting apart. Perhaps we are. I don't expect anyone to be able to answer this question to answer this sub question for this from this info. Am I the asshole for starting to replicate her lack of communication?
No, you're the idiot for not
Yeah.
realizing you the side dude.
That
Go
part.
get you an
Yeah.
actual girlfriend. That's not your girlfriend, sweetheart. You're the side dude, okay?
I,
You're the
I
I
So
was
need a
trying.
you
getaway for the weekend from the dude
Yeah,
that gets on my nerves, okay? You
I'm trying to
medium
think.
strong man, okay?
right.
She is with Daddy Long Stroke right now. You are medium long stroke, okay?
So
She come
yes.
see you when she need a break, okay? When she is in recovery mode and she need a nice meal on her belly, she coming to
She's
see you.
spending
Guess what
time
it
with
is?
States
Go get
for
you a
me.
girlfriend.
Yeah.
Go
I
get you a
mean,
girlfriend, OP.
Yeah,
that's
yes.
not your
Yes.
I
that's not your girl, bro.
the
Just
pattern.
That
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. The
but
you
see,
pattern I
here's the thing.
sense.
My thing is that if you're feeling like that, where the communications is off like that with you, and you know you need to leave her and find someone that reciprocates like that with you, so you don't feel that way.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't think
Because
they're the
clearly,
asshole
I mean,
either.
you two
Mm-mm.
are two different two different pages, two different books, and two different sentences. I mean, that
No,
you're
way different
way, way,
pages.
way off on each other.
yeah,
And
sir, you're getting a chance to you have a bi-monthly membership to a
Part timer.
whorehouse.
Part time
Okay,
girlfriend. Yep, that's a part time
mhm,
575. That is a 575 $5.75 house girl. Okay, that's
Oh
a
wow.
hooker. That's a hooker.
right,
She's the way
That's
taking
a
care of
yeah.
business in the way you don't want to
Yeah.
know for a
yeah,
few days at a time, and she
like
doesn't
Your
hear it
gal
quite
is a guck
often.
guck. Your gal is a
Yeah,
guck galaxy. Okay, that's what it is. Okay,
she's
control
doing
alt
some
delete this
strange for some
relationship.
change.
yeah.
Yeah, call
Like
her
she,
Thomasina. Call her Thomasina the tank engine, baby. Move on. Just
Go,
go.
yeah, go find yourself a full
like I
time
mean, don't.
girlfriend because you have a part time girlfriend who is
Yeah,
definitely
you
speaking
just
behind
got
Yeah,
your
to
back.
be
'cause,
free.
she's
Yeah, just
she's
that's
out
a
for
part
days at
time
a
lover. What
time.
Stevie Wonder say? That's a part time lover. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hmm
hmm
part time lover, big time,
So
big
she's
time.
out there just giving the guac 9,000 to Big Daddy Longstroke. That's what she's doing.
She's out there
That's what
trying to
she's
find the
doing.
same thing, swole me on your relationship
She got
time.
yeah. Hmm. Tell her I don't. Said, sir,
I don't know
leave
if I
her.
should trust her. No, you shouldn't.
Said no, you should not trust her at all.
Run the other way fast now.
Like you should be faster than the Flash getting out of that shit.
Hell yeah, man.
Oh my god. So here you go. All right, I got one. Am I the asshole for telling my son's 18-year-old girlfriend the truth about him after prom? Um,
Huh? Wow.
Okay, we're
I'm
about to
Why
already
we
see.
waiting till
stunned.
after prom? Cause I would. It better be. Don't make teenage Taz want to get in the time machine to go back and flip the house over for her.
Right.
After
So
prom. You gotta hear this.
let's see. My son is 18, still pretty much a baby, and wild as a buck. He's a lot like his dad in that sense. Multiple times I've caught him drinking, lying about his whereabouts, and sneaking out. He's come home so drunk that he's just puked everywhere.
Oh,
He's been in a couple fights at school and suspended for them as well. His dad thinks everything he does is absolutely hilarious. He has a very boys will be boys mentality, and I hate that. I have two other girls with my current husband, and I don't allow them to act like that, and I won't allow my son to either. Well, prom night happened last weekend, and I feared my son would act out. I patted him down before he left and sent him on his way to pick up his girlfriend. The only thing that comforted me about prom was that I did feel like his girlfriend was sweet and respectable. I've known her since I was little, and I've known her since she was little and had high opinions of her. I'd hoped this girl would keep him in line for prom, but I wasn't naive to his antics. Prom came and went, and I had my son FaceTime me at his dad's house after to prove he wasn't at an after party and did a drive by an hour later to make sure his car was still parked there.
damn. That's extreme. But okay.
But hold
As
on, we know how tricky the son is. We're not going to tell the girlfriend
yeah,
beforehand to protect her from potentially being in a drunk driving situation, and we're going to task the girlfriend with babysitting your big old son. I'd have whooped OP's
oh,
ass.
all right, we'll find out. Let's find out. The problem arose around 5 a.m. that morning when I went for a jog. I changed my route this time so I could go by his dad's house. To my disbelief, I saw his girlfriend's car in the driveway. By this time, his dad had already left for work. I rung the doorbell until my son came and answered. He had obviously just woken up and said, I know. He'd obviously just woken up. I said, I know your girlfriend is here. Let me in. He tried to block the door, but I told him I would call her parents if he didn't move. He kept saying, please don't talk to her, Mom. But I wasn't going to let him mess this girl's life up as he was trying to do with his, and his dad did mine. It was obvious that his girlfriend had spent the night based on her appearance. I let my disappointment in her be known and told her I thought she was a nice girl, but she wasn't compatible with my son. He seems to be a bad influence to those he's around and has some issues he needs to work on. I also told her if she wasn't careful, she'd end up pregnant and alone because he's really no different than his father.
Mm, mm,
Okay.
mm. Um,
I
you're
told
so
my
much
son,
wrong.
oh, mm. I told my son he was grounded when he got home, but he hasn't been home since. I got a harsh text from my son's dad later calling me an asshole for what I said to the girl. He said that I made his son's girlfriend cry after I left, and I made him cry to his dad because I embarrassed him, and he can't figure out why his mom hates him. I don't hate my son, but he needs harsh love. He's been off the wall since he was in 8th grade. His dad constantly enabling him behind my back and thinking this behavior from him is funny and not helping. I worry about his future if his behavior doesn't change, and that he's going to knock this girl up and leave her as well. His dad thinks I'm an asshole, and my son only texts me to to ball me out. I guess cuss me out. I guess only text me to ball me out. Am I the asshole for what I did?
Yes. I yes. I don't think if anything, she should have had a conversation prior to prom. She was that concerned about the girlfriend. There would already been a conversation had, not when she fears the worst and thinks that they already slept together and whatnot. Like I,
Right?
don't- I disagree with her parenting tactics and
Just
the the lack of
everything. Just just
The
all
lack of
wrong.
trust, yeah, the lack of trust, the
Yeah, but here's
comparing
my
to the
thing. I'm beginning to
father.
wonder if she, yeah, but did she exaggerate to us? Because remember, she did a drive by an hour after they got there, and the girlfriend's parents would have known where she was because she didn't go home that night. The father would have known she was there. So that's the
Right.
problem. It sounds like the mother is trying to be a goody two shoes. Like she was a teen mother and she's over exaggerating stuff at this point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah. I think it,
and
I think
she
it said
being a
she's
she's not acting like a good mother in doing so. She's alienating her son.
yeah, and things like I mean, she's obviously got unresolved trauma from the dad, and she needs to go to therapy for that. And she is,
And is
t-
projecting it onto her son.
yeah. And the only thing she's doing is pushing him away.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's it. Because clearly she said, you're grounded as soon as you come home. He hasn't come home. That should tell you something.
He's like,
And
fine,
the
I ain't
fact
coming
that
home
he
then.
said, and the fact that he straight out asked his dad, why does my mom hate me?
Mm-hmm. That right there.
Why does she hate me? That should tell
Like,
you right there.
Mom and dad got together. Yeah, it sounds like that the son was a prom baby. And that's why the mom is freaking out and so, oh, I thought she would look after him and oh, she's gonna get pregnant. Yeah. And I think the
Yeah.
father is just letting this young man be a teenager. Because when you're going to prom, you're what, 11th and 12th grade?
yeah,
12th
Baby, if they
grade.
was
Well,
gonna be
11th,
bumping
12th.
uglies,
Yeah.
they already bumping uglies.
17, 18.
Yeah. And and the thing is, and another thing is that for me is that she after after prom, and he checked in with her, I'm home, say not going out. An hour later she drove by to see if he was there.
Yeah, because she
And then
didn't
she
trust
said,
anyone else involved.
right. And then the next morning she changes her route just to check again.
Let me take a jog by this house real quick. Let me go all the way out of my way to go jogging by the house to see who's
Yeah.
still there, who's not there. Yeah, that's all weird behavior to me.
It's the weirdest thing. And just
Yes.
I don't understand it.
Uh,
Because
well,
that's that I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm not a parent, so I it, I
I
don't
mean,
understand parenting like that.
I I disagree with her tactics. I don't think she should have had the conversation with that girl after prom. That's something if she was that concerned about it and she didn't like her son's behavior, it would have been a conversation they would have been already had.
Yeah.
Not not after, she
Not
thinks something horrible has happened. She obviously has these deep reservations about her son and she vomited on them all over this poor unsuspecting girl in the
right.
wee hours of the morning after what was probably supposed to be their best and most fun night ever. And
Yeah.
she just
And
came in and shitted all over that.
and here they are,
Oh,
probably had a fun night,
minding
you
their own
know,
business.
minding their own business. And oh well,
Hmm.
now granted, I'm not condoning, them having sex, but they're 18 and they're adults. I mean, so they're technically they're both consenting adults. They're both
Things are bound to
18.
happen. It happens. We
And
can't avoid it. We can't avoid it. It's gonna
yeah,
happen.
and I
You
mean
just
it's
as a
not
as a parent, you hope you teach your children to do things safely and responsibly. Not to avoid things altogether because that's never gonna happen. Things are gonna go down, and you just have to make sure that you have prepared your child
Mhm.
to
I
at
guess to
least
kind of face
act
that
with the yeah, at least
to
act with the most knowledge of being safe about it and stuff, but to basically just come in the house and shit all over your son to his girlfriend and then compare him to the dad. And she's probably one of those moms
yeah.
who's constantly talking about the dad anyway. So
And and she probably had been holding on to that, just everything that she just kind of just word vomited out and holding on to
Mhm.
that, against the dad,
Mhm.
because she probably feels like, the dad ruined her life because, you know, getting her pregnant. And then here she
Mhm.
goes, basically telling her son, you ruined my life because your dad got me pregnant.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, and here's the thing.
yeah,
Ultimately, she didn't have to keep the kid. And then she talks about how she has two daughters with her current husband. She's like, well, I don't allow them to do this, and they go behind my back. I bet you those daughters are wilder than her son in
Mhm.
reality.
yeah.
They're
Yes.
probably the ones doing all the stuff that she proclaims. And I want to bet money. I'm willing to put it down on the line that that son has been covering for his sisters. How much you want to bet
Probably
that
more than
when he
likely.
came home drunk and threw up all over the place, it wasn't him?
It's probably one of them. And he's like,
Took the
sorry,
blame
mom.
for it.
Sorry,
Yeah,
mom.
because he's like, Mom already thinks that I'm ain't shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She already thinks I'm, yeah.
Yep. That tracks,
Because
Taz.
since
That
I'm,
tracks.
since the eighth grade, I've been
Getting
an ain't
blamed and
shit
yelled
son.
at,
So
and
since the eighth
mhm.
grade, I've been an ain't shit son. So I mean, hey, fine.
Hmm.
That's a good
Sorry,
4 or
mom,
5
that was
years.
me. Sorry, mom, that was me. Sorry,
Yep.
mom, that was me. I threw up in the bushes. That was me. Sorry.
And I say
Meanwhile,
this as as I said earlier. I had a mom who look if you buck like sister like, and there would be times she would say stuff to me like, yeah, I remember when I did this. Girl, I'm not you, and my brain didn't even go to the. How long did you sit to think to come up with this? What is wrong with you? And I would look at her like, you, this is a whorehouse. Like,
you're like,
what the heck?
and look at goddamn chaos. Okay, man.
And I yes, I lost
Goddamn
signal. We were
chaos.
under an underpass that was metal. It had nothing to do with me having an iPhone.
I didn't lose signal.
We
I was
don't
like,
have the same service
the
provider,
Taz lost
sir.
the damn iPhone.
Even if I would have brought my Android with me, it still would have lost signal. It's you know what? Can't take him nowhere. Just mm-mm.
Oh
No,
my god.
absolutely not.
Who's the service provider?
AT&T.
Man.
Oh my god. Listen,
Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.
but lady, you're the asshole. You are
Yes.
the
You're
asshole, ma'am.
definitely the asshole, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah.
She's going about it all wrong, and she's just
And it sounds like
ruining
she,
her
whenever
relationship with
she
her son.
divorced, yeah, when she
And
divorced
iPhones
his
are for nothing
husband,
for no one else.
when she divorced her husband, it seems like she forced the new husband to live within walking distance of the second husband because she did a drive-by after prom and
Uh-huh.
then changed her jogging
Right.
route to be able
Mhm.
to run
Hmm.
past the house. And
So
you
they're
know what the
close.
girlfriends call it? Child, you doing too much. But
Yes.
I'll tell your
Way too
parents
much.
that you're here. Bitch, where do you think my parents think that I am? It's the day after prom.
Right. That's
Where
what
do
I
you
was
think
Yeah.
my
thinking.
parents think that I am?
That's what I was thinking.
What?
Like,
And here's the thing. I mean,
How you doing?
not
and
like she tried to hide the car.
right, it's obvious. I mean, she
She
drove a
had
car that
permission to
she's
be
parked
there.
out in front.
That's
Where
my
everybody
assumption.
can
She had permission to be there.
obviously. Her parents said, all right, well, you can go. You're 18. We can't stop you. So you got your car. It's gassed up. Go ahead.
Girlfriend,
Yeah.
well, not only that, how would she know what the girlfriend looked like before? Because it doesn't sound like they left from her house to her prom. They were at the dad's house. And that's very telling that for such a monumental event, the child's at the father's house and she wasn't there taking pictures or anything.
Exactly.
Right.
The
Yes.
girlfriend could have came in the morning.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Just like how you said it, is she didn't say anything about her being there. Sending them off, taking pictures. The whole nine like that. She didn't say anything about like that.
No,
So we automatically have to just assume that
it
she
didn't
was not
happen.
invited to that.
Hmm.
It was at the dad's house, and she's not invited to that because obviously, because
She's
the,
alienated
the bitch
herself
is
from her
nuts,
son. Yeah.
because she's nuts. She's crazy.
Well, she's gone off the deep end. Mm-hmm.
And
But
I
the only thing
wonder
you would do,
if I also wonder if the son was a daughter, if she would feel that way. I wonder if she's one of those that inherently believes that everything is the boy's fault and boys are just bad. And it
Oh,
usually
she could be
happens
one of
with
those.
women that
that's
are
possible.
very male centered. It usually happens with women that are very male centered because they don't want to admit that they're male centered. So it's like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
I slipped and fell on his pee pee because it's his fault. If he wouldn't have stood there when I tripped, I wouldn't
Yeah.
have.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. As
And this is most definitely a white woman. I could throw that shit out there right now because it definitely is.
oh
Chasing
yeah,
the jogging route, driving, doing drive-bys, and nah, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
so they're
definitely a white
way too
woman.
much.
And the son's name is probably Jaden, Hayden, or Braden.
Oh, I was gonna say it was like Bryce or Chase or
Kyle.
just Kyle. Yeah, Keith.
Oh shit! I'm
You want to know
scared.
the messed up
Yeah.
part? In my family, there's a Bryce and there's a Bryson.
Oh.
And do they act how you would expect them to act with names like that? Yup, 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 yup.
Damn.
Are they biracial? Nope. Black as midnight, but it's confusing as shit. I look at them like
Hey, listen,
Negro.
they have names for job potential. Okay, they got names that'll get them callbacks
They don't have the
for interviews.
personality for job potential.
I'm
Don't
screaming.
matter.
Them
I'm
They got
getting
the
mofos is
name.
mad.
weird as hell.
They
Them
got the
mofos
name.
is weird as hell. Okay, one of them is in college now. He's according to his father, he's going to eventually go off to medical school. I don't think so. Okay, if he don't turn into a patchouli smelling weirdo, he's gonna be Dexter with a severe tan. The
Oh
other
shit!
one, he
Dexter.
a little slow. He probably gonna
Damn.
be an accountant, and I'm not talking about like numbers accountant. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
he gonna
Oh,
Hmm.
be
okay.
he gonna have his OnlyFans.
Like a
Yeah.
bookie. Oh, an only.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Okay, that accountant.
Yeah.
Got you.
All right.
And why did they? And I'm just like, why did you? Why out of all the names, like virtually everybody in the family has, employable names and employable resumes, but yeah. And no, they're not siblings. They're cousins.
All right.
They're cousins. Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully those names will not be repeated like every other name in my family because I feel
Yeah, I
like the
remember
personality comes with the name.
yeah, because I remember
Could be.
you saying about how your family is how they are with the naming scheme.
I got two brothers with the same first name.
Damn.
And no cheating was involved.
They just have the same first name
But yes, I
because
got
just
two brothers with
cuz
the same first name.
just cuz.
They
That's the
like
only
the
thing I
name.
can say. Just cuz.
They wanted to name more than one kid the same name. They
My
really
my
like that
parents
Well,
are
name.
I
not
mean,
mature. I
I,
want you to keep in
no.
mind my parents are the same people that one first day of school for everybody, they hid in bushes with super soaker water guns and shot us up. Okay. My mother, when my first day of college popped up to give me a send off to class, not mature people. Okay, this should give you better insight into me. So, what is the rhyme or reason? I don't know. Okay, I just one day realized, wait a minute, because you know how like in black families people got nicknames, and then one day you think about something like when you have to write official names down to you.
And you think
Wait a
about wait,
damn
what is their
minute.
name? Wait,
What
I
is their
think
real
what's
name?
their name?
Damn.
And you don't know.
There's some people in my family that this year they just realized what the hell my actual first name is.
Oh wow.
It's been an interesting year. I was like, what did y'all think my mama named me? Now, some people, because a lot of people call me by my middle name, legitimately understand their confusion. I do.
Mhm.
Other
Okay,
people,
that's understandable.
I was like, you thought my mama named me Taz, and then they're like, well, you're mom, and I was like, you know what? given who my mother is, I also get that.
That
That is
that's
understandable.
kind of fair. That's kind of fair.
Yeah, so
You call my son by his middle name.
yeah, just like my current stalker online.
Oh,
It was like I found you, and that's my middle name, buddy. So glad,
so
so glad you found that.
Hmm.
congratulations.
Ooh,
You
Doing
you
something
you
big
have
there.
you cracked
so
no code. Thank you.
oh
Yeah.
no.
Oh no,
So
you know my
you
middle name.
I w- I will expect the ransom note. I'll expect the ransom note soon.
Damn. You know my middle name. Wow.
All
Yeah.
right. All right. Here we go. Next one. Am I overreacting for telling my wife her sudden height comments are off-putting?
Her sudden height comments.
Her sudden height comments. So,
Okay.
so my wife, 26 female, and I, 27 male, have been together since high school. Now married with a house, 2 kids, and a dog. Life's been great. We've loved each other for who we were, and are who we were, are and are becoming. Okay. For background, I'm 5'9" and she's 5 foot even. Never really made a difference for us. She never really made any comment that would make me think that she has a height preference until she recently started making comments about my height and compared to others, and it's bugged me a little. Some examples are recently we met with a long distance friend. He's 6'8", and after my wife and I got home, she said, unprompted, I was just looking at you two standing each other, and I thought, oh my God, that's my husband. He's so small. I've never realized. Then she was reading the lyric to Cherry Pie, and when it mentioned the dad standing 6'4", she just casually said, wouldn't that be nice? I was standing at the bottom of a step ladder. She came over for a kiss, and I had to bend all the way down. She immediately said how nice it would be if that is how it was all the time. One of the most hurtful ones was when we were talking about how fast our son has shot up in his first 6 months. I told her I was taller than my dad and he'll likely follow suit. To which she said, well, I really hope he's a fair bit taller than you. Don't get me wrong, I know I'm nowhere near tall, but I've honestly never felt conscious about my I never felt self-conscious about it in my whole life, that is until now. After 12 years of never mentioning height, not even as a joke, suddenly in the span of a week she's made all of these comments along with some other small ones here and there. I asked her if she had an issue with my height or if she wishes I were taller, and immediately she told me I was being silly and that is just jokes and means nothing by it. Now I feel like I'm an idiot.
She
I
wants to
feel like
swallow
she
your
has a
friend's
crush.
glizzy.
Yeah,
That
She
she's
wants to
got a
swallow your
crush on
friend's
somebody who's
glizzy.
real
yes.
tall. Yeah, she has a crush
She
on
wants
somebody
your
who's real
friend
tall.
to bend her over and fill her up and spin her around like she's one of the Oompa Loompas, okay? She wants to play Wizard of Oz with your friend's Willy Whacker.
Yes.
Yeah,
This
that
has been
yeah, yeah.
this has been the porch of judging whores.
All
This has
day.
been the this has been the porch of whorehouses. This has been the porch of a whorehouse.
This has been the porch of baby crazy.
And we are kind of judging.
So we
Kinda,
We're
I'm
judging.
fully judging. I'm fully judging. That woman wants Daddy Long Stroke. Okay, she wants it to go in her mouth and come out the other end. That's what she wants. She mad because
Yes.
she didn't explore enough. Your high
what you
school
want.
sweethearts, and then
High
y'all
school
started
sweetheart.
boinking because y'all
Hmm.
26 and got all these kids in the house and pets and life insurance policies. She never tried.
No,
She
she
saw
want
one
that.
hot dog in the pack, and she wants to
So
see
no,
the other hot dogs in the pack
she
there. She
saw
got buyer's
she
remorse.
saw
Looking to
she
stray.
saw the tall
Yeah.
dude and saw
She's
Saint
looking
Say
to
Swole.
stray.
The tall Saint Say Swole me, and she just wanted him to pick her up.
She's acting
just
like
Yeah.
she
like
never saw a tall man. I mean,
yeah,
5'9" and 5 foot. There's still a good
that's
considerable
Right.
distance between
that's
Like,
a
those two.
that's
He
a
is considerably taller
that's
than
a
her.
big height difference.
Yeah,
look,
she
OP, tell
didn't
your
know they
wife,
came bigger.
okay? OP, tell your wife to go over to Patreon, okay? In Patreon, type in Thomas DeVille Bishop. He got a lovely series called The Accidental Throuple. OP, let your wife listen to that series, okay? And
Hmm.
tell her that's the best tall meat she gonna get, and she better love it, cause she ain't getting nothing else, okay?
No,
That or take her to the RNC. I don't know what to tell you. I didn't tell her take her to a Turning Point USA event. Allegedly, it's one big orgy. She'll get her tall old man over there. And
but yeah,
yeah,
yeah. You know, you'll be all right, B. You'll be all right. You know, just
hey, talk
let
about
I feel
let
he's
like
her.
it's
just
the
jokes. He
beginning of
just
the
being
end for
Cause
them.
say
sensitive.
the way
Uh-huh.
I mean, here's the thing. She's making comments like that. She's gonna end up. She's gonna end up effing a tall dude, anyways,
Yes.
And
because
here's the thing.
she's enamored with the tall
Yeah,
guy now. So
Mm-hmm.
OP,
yeah,
She's
she's
gonna have to
short.
scratch that
Okay, so I
itch.
promise you, and the way she talking, she's a short girlie. And I promise you, she got she get either got one or both of these friends. Okay, she got a Coke bottle friend that's a little freaky. Okay, or she got a big titty friend. Start talking about and joking about those two women and going, oh, it would be nice. You know, when Rebecca gave me a hug, them titties warmed up my chesticles.
uh,
It would be nice if I had that every day. Start making them comments, okay? Start talking about how you want to slip inside, dip and dive in something curvy, okay? Selling you don't want Greek yogurt no more. You want some cottage cheese. You want some ricotta, okay? See how she
yeah,
feel about that.
yeah.
See how
All
she
of a
feel about
sudden,
that.
and here's
She's
the thing.
not gonna like it at all.
And
Mm.
for some here, quickest way to be would be if she's like say A cup, B cup, and it's like it'd be nice to have some with some double D's. It'd
The
be
full
nice.
rack.
Oh,
I
that'd
need
be
a
nice.
full rack.
They get a
We're
full
like, you
rack
know what?
because it's like
Two
oh yeah, you
scoops
see
of
her, she has
delicious would be wonderful, okay?
she has
Be
size
like,
K. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh look
you
at
know
that. She
what,
has size
OP.
double D's. Oh, she got that'd be nice. Make those
OP,
comments.
this
Make
what I
comments
need you
like
to
that.
do. Okay, I need you to go over to the tube of you. Okay, where you might be watching us now or listening. Okay, type in. I got 32 flavors. That's all I need you to type in. First video that pops up, play around the house. Play that on the loop around the house. Okay. Tell her you looking for 32 flavors of that booty delicious bubble yum.
Hmm.
Okay,
Mm.
she'll
Hmm.
shut up.
Hmm.
She'll shut up.
Oh
She'll
yeah.
be just fine climbing your 5'9".
She won't be kikiing over your height anymore
Oh no. Oh no. Oh yeah.
at all.
There's but yeah, OP, she go low, go lower. You both short. And I say this as also being 5'9". We short. We go low. She low. You go lower.
That's right.
Short kings, baby. Short kings. That's what we doing, baby. That's what we doing. All right. But anyway, sir, you're not the asshole. Your wife is the asshole that is getting ready to bang a 6 foot. Oh shit.
6'7",
6'7",
any
6'8",
any
whatever.
anything 6 foot up.
That's what she getting ready to do.
Hmm. She is fantasizing about it, and she
You
just
know.
can't stop thinking about it. That's why she keeps bringing it up.
What?
She
What
wants
is
it
going on
bad.
with Taz?
She's got a crush bad on somebody that's
Oh
tall.
yeah.
Yes.
She got that. Yeah, she want that tall meat.
Taz is having problems because of her iPhone, remember?
That goddamn iPhone. Told you. Even
She'll be
Thomas
back.
said it.
She wants some Saint Swole meat that's 6 foot taller up.
She
That
need that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Oh, I got one more. Damn.
like Taz said, daddy long strokes. She's looking for that tall stroke. Damn. I feel like
Oh
it's
my
the
God.
beginning
But
of the end for them, but that's just me. I'm not optimistic for this guy at all. Poor thing.
said, nah, man. So look, all I can tell you is this, bro. Um, she gonna bang a tall dude.
Mm-hmm.
She gonna bang a tall dude. She's just trying to find the right one.
She saw you standing next to a real tall man, and then that was
And
it for
she
you
was
for
like,
her.
yeah, that
She
was
can't
it.
look at you the same now. Damn.
All right.
Poor OP.
All right. Here we go. Next one.
Oh, we got another one? Good.
Yep. Here we go. Hold up. Well, Taz's iPhone. Taz's iPhone. All right.
Taz will be back.
Taz will be back. So,
Nope. There
am
she
I
is.
am I overreacting for wanting to break up because my boyfriend wants me to lose weight?
So am I the
So,
asshole for wanting to break up because he wants me to lose weight?
correct.
No, but
Am I
okay.
overreacting for wanting to break up because my boyfriend wants me to lose weight? All right. Let's get into it. So, my boyfriend said our weight is terrible, that we have too much excess weight, and that he's completely unhappy with our figures, and the fact that I don't want to lose weight. He said he doesn't find me sexy anymore, and he no longer likes some parts of my body. He says that if we want our relationship to be as good as it was a year ago, we need to lose weight. This was very painful for me to hear because he said we and presented it as our as our common problem, but he also meant me too. I'm also an ED survivor and he knows it very well. I gained he's overseas. I gained 5 kilos in the year we've I gained 5 kilos in the year we've been together because I've gotten better about my eating disorder. Now I weigh 50 kilos with a height of 165 centimeters, and I'm happy with my body. So I'm not offended or angry. He's apologized numerous times and said he didn't really mean it, as he said he actually always liked my body, and these were obsessive thoughts. But I don't believe it. He spoke very confidently about the fact that he didn't like my weight. I think he's making excuses. I've forgiven him, but in my understanding of love, his thoughts about my body contradict the very fact that he likes me. I can't understand not liking my boyfriend's appearance because from the very beginning of our relationship, we were visually perfect for each other. I don't feel loved, and I perceive every word he says about my body, about my beauty, as a lie. And I want to break up, but I don't know if it's the right decision. He did a lot for me, and I feel like it would be unfair to dump him because of a couple relationship problems.
So
So,
I'm a little confused. So the boyfriend thinks they're both getting out of shape and wants them to exercise, but has
yeah,
voiced his dislike for some of her body parts since then.
yeah. From the way that she says it, is that he is presenting it as both of them need to lose weight, but is just saying mainly her.
Oh, okay. I mean,
So, for context, 50 kilos is 110 pounds.
okay. That's not a
And
lot.
Okay, I got questions because I'm kind of conflicted. Like, what was both of their weights when they got together?
Right.
yeah, that's what I'm wondering too.
And I'm saying that because if you get with somebody and you're like, okay, you are aesthetically pleasing, like, can our bodies change and we still find attraction? Yes, but also, what type of relationship do y'all have? Because some people have very superficial relationships and they know that if you got into one of those relationships,
Hmm.
you
based
kind
on
of
looks.
know what you
Yeah.
got to keep up. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
also, did y'all both gain the same amount of weight? Like, is this she gained 50 pounds and he gained 20?
She
Or
gained 5 kilos.
so, like,
Yeah. And here's the thing, and
She's a skinny bitch.
it's basically it's just like this. She went from looks like it went from 100 pounds to 110
She's a skinny
pounds,
bitch.
and she's for also for context, 165 centimeters is 5'4". She's 5'4" and 110.
oh,
And
well,
That's not
yeah.
that's
he
not
says
big at
that she
all.
needs to lose weight.
I don't think she's very big
Yeah,
at
because,
all.
like, my mom was, yeah, because my mom was 5'11" when she passed away. And before she got sick, she was like 185 pounds, which solid.
That's normal.
She
Yeah.
looked very thin
Hmm.
because of how
Mhm.
tall she is.
Yep.
Yeah.
I have a relative that weighed the same amount as my mom, but the height difference, she was much shorter. It looks different and it carries different and proportions. So, look, y'all just not compatible. Just leave him and let him be with somebody else. And if he's telling
Mhm.
you that certain parts of your body are no longer looking attractive, as a woman, we gain weight in odd ways, in odd
We
shapes, and odd places where it does
and we
not
fluctuate.
always. Sometimes it don't look
Yeah.
appealing to us, and I'm not
Right.
taking up for the guy, but sometimes it doesn't look appealing to us. So, like, okay, but y'all
But
just not
Don't bring no
compatible. Go.
sandbags here.
Right.
it just sounds to me like the boyfriend's using that as an excuse.
Right.
That's what it sounds like to me.
Mhm.
It because it doesn't seem like 5
He
kilos.
liked you. It sounds like he liked OP because of her original
No.
size. That it was a
Yeah.
very
103 pounds.
transparent, just very aesthetic relationship. She's no longer that. She's gotten
No.
comfortable. She's
So
like, let's face
yeah.
it, when we're comfortable in a when we're comfortable, period, whether it's a romantic relationship, familial, friendship, whatever, you have somebody who reminds you to eat.
She gained
Right.
about
And
Mhm.
so we're going to
Yeah.
eat more often than what we normally do, etc. He wanted a skinny chick, probably because
And
it made his wiper look bigger.
she was still
Mhm.
skinny.
maybe,
Oh.
but see, here's the thing though, is that she says she just gained 5 kilos, and that's 10 pounds. So she went
Mhm.
from 100 to 110. Like
Yeah, I don't
she's
feel like that's a
still,
big difference.
that's not visually looking at it, it's not, it doesn't look any different. Yeah.
Depends.
But
It
depends on
depends.
where it's settled at.
Yeah,
I'll
it
okay.
depends because I gained 5 pounds, but where I gained the 5 pounds at, it's very obvious. I'm okay with the 5 pounds now. I'm gonna punch you.
Mm.
I'm okay with the 5 pounds now. But it was an adjustment because you looking at yourself and you're like, oh, that changed, and then your clothes fit different also. So,
Mhm.
but they're
Yeah,
not compatible. He wants somebody that's gonna be teeny tiny, and he wants an olive oil. She wants a Popeye. They need to go
Right.
find other things.
Yep.
yeah, yeah. Fair, yeah, fair enough. But it sounds like to me, OP, um, dump him because obviously he wants a pencil.
Right.
That's what he wants. He wants either a pencil or a toothpick. That's what he wants. He don't want that. He don't want you. That's what he wants.
Yeah, and it's
So
okay. Just
basically, it's like he wants a trophy.
Mhm.
hmm
That's it. That's kind of how he looks at it. And if he's saying that you have to lose 10 pounds because he's losing interest,
He's already lost interest, and you might as
mm,
well just get rid of him.
no, because I mean, lost interest. Yeah, because he can't have a he can't have a wildebeest on his arm. He can't have that. She too big. Well, how much she weigh? 111. What?
hmm
What?
put a lot of weight on in this last year because I changed my medication. But my husband has been kind to me about it. He hasn't said nothing. I say stuff all the time, but he hasn't said nothing. So it is what it is. And some people love you for who you are. And it doesn't
Yeah,
matter if your
talking is a
weight
store.
Yeah.
fluctuates.
So obviously, yeah, he does not love you for who you are,
I
how you look,
get
or anything like that.
told, yeah, I get told, bring them saddlebags over here.
I can't.
Oh, screaming. Oh, shit. I love you guys so much.
And
Oh,
exactly,
shit.
Christina. Right. What would happen if she started aging? She got a little bit older, and
Hmm.
Oh,
He
everything that
would
was up
he
here
would
is now going down
Leonardo
here.
DiCaprio her. He would Leonardo DiCaprio her. He would trade her in like a car. Um,
Exactly.
and part of it is societally we allow men to age and gain weight and everything else. We look at women like, hey, first of all, first of all, y'all do know that if you take a bunch of bones and you keep rubbing them together, spontaneous combustion will happen.
Oh,
Stop doing that.
okay.
Hmm. Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Your fat need to keep you warm.
Hmm.
because I showed thick and tan.
Jesus Christ, stop telling people you thicken me up. He acting like he drizzled cornstarch on me and mixed it together.
You was a stick.
I, I was a little light, okay? The wind and I weren't exactly compatible, but I'm getting sturdy, thank you.
That's a sturdy gal. I need me a sturdy gal.
Okay, I'm not sturdy yet, sir. Jesus Christ, I don't know nobody.
Oh,
Chaos has a
oh shit.
plan.
Goddamn chaos.
It's never a dull moment around here.
Oh,
I
all
want
right.
y'all to know how much love and trust there is in this relationship. Do I know where we've been going this whole time? Do I know where we are? Do I know where we've been? No.
Why do you need to
No
know
to
where
all
we
I
the
just
above.
are?
know. I just know he's not gonna bury me in the basement, and I'm cool with that. I'm.
Got a backyard. Yeah.
That's the
We're on a
backyard.
road trip right now.
Ain't got time to be busting up no concrete.
Hey, 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 yeah. Look,
They think it's just me that's crazy over here.
and I. So look, you say that, and I just saw I just saw that movie, Wasp.
Ah,
Look
yeah.
here, look here. All right, we gonna have to. Yeah, yeah, we gonna talk
It's
about
gonna
that
be a.
tomorrow.
Yeah, it's
We
gonna be a
definitely got to
quite
talk
the
about that
interesting
tomorrow.
conversation tomorrow. Because I told y'all
Because
the rhyme and reason behind when I pick movies, there's none. There, I picked
with
one
this one,
movie. Yeah, because I talked to Jess about it. It the shirt that the young lady had on the poster. It did turn out to be a good movie. But I
Yeah.
was like, oh, that's a cute shirt. And I was like, Jess, I'm gonna watch this movie. And then I was like, oh, it's a good movie.
and
Like, how'd you find it? I heard the shirt was cute. I didn't know what the movie was about. Nothing. I don't know.
yeah, Annabelle. Yeah, she said she was recovering from an eating disorder. Yep, and losing weight like that. Yeah, it could trigger her because of that eating disorder. Yep,
Right.
We're on the southeast side.
absolutely. All right, moving on. So, am I the asshole? We can never go for family meals because my sister's boyfriend is a fussy eater.
Oh, I guess
All
go
right,
without him.
we about to see. So my sister's boyfriend is a fussy eater. Whenever he goes out, he orders a margarita pizza, a plain burger, or plain grilled chicken with rice. There cannot be any spice. Oh,
Oh.
this limits us to pubs
How
or
white
Italian
is
restaurants.
he? Is he Stephen Miller white? Is he
He's
Stephen Miller?
translucent. It's
I
translucent.
guess
Yeah.
translucent. Yeah.
Hmm.
So this limits us to pubs or Italian restaurants every single time. My niece, her daughter, keeps wanting to try new places like an Indian or Chinese, like an Indian or Chinese. But my sister keeps snapping that we are leaving him behind and excluding him.
Girl,
We
the
go
dick
to the
can't be that good. The dick can't be that good. Leave him.
He's a
well, we
picky
don't know
eater.
how he probably got a good he got one of them good jobs. He got a good job.
Now he probably unemployed and much like it's the Last Supper. That's probably what it is.
Oh no, we're about to find out. So we go to the pub all the time. And
Mhm.
every 6 months, I suggest a different restaurant and that he can just sit this one out. And it's like I've suggested something terrible. I've also suggested that he comes and just orders a drink and orders some chips. But that also isn't an option as we are still excluding him. Despite me, despite me having fussy slash allergy friends who do this all the time. My mom has lived in a sh- and my mom has lived a sheltered life, so I'd like her to experience more. And my niece rarely goes out for meals with her mom because my sis only ever wants to go to pub meals, which my niece doesn't want. My sister sees it as she asks her all the time to go out, but my niece never wants to go. You know, yes, because it's what you want, not her.
Right.
My sister says we should go to those places when it's not a family meal. But and if I take my niece and then my brother hears we went out, he'd also want to be invited. And then we'd naturally ask my mom. Before you know it, it's a
It's a
family
pit.
meal.
Mhm.
Plus, I prefer to just go out once and just invite everyone rather than separate meals to see people because eating out
Yeah,
is
but it can
expensive.
be a family meal. He's a boyfriend. He ain't a husband.
Right.
But
Good point.
but he's being excluded out.
Don't nobody give a damn. We're not. He ain't family dick. So I don't care. Leave him at home.
But
You know what? Not
yeah,
enough people got
he said it
batteries
for him.
and adult toys. And we, you know what? Maybe that
Honestly,
should be an outreach of GCPR. That we start, taking up collections and sending people stuff so they can stop making stupid ass decisions. Cause this, what is
mm,
what,
I don't know, but
girl? It,
it is.
I'm confused by it too. Like, what's the
Oh,
big debate? Don't
so,
take his ass out to eat and go out to eat with the niece.
so, and besides, she just said that she has other friends that are like that.
Mhm.
So and they don't mind just going out and getting what they just want or just
Yeah.
having a drink.
What they
he can
can
get
have.
So
a
Yeah.
plain ass
yeah,
salad, okay? I know that.
he don't
You know
like salad.
what?
Said he
Can't
didn't like
nothing
salad.
he does. Yeah, but can't nothing he does be that pleasing to her because he is so blank. You know what? Fellatio
So
is not on the
With
buffet at their house.
let,
I know it's not. I know it's
with
not.
no
I bet you it's
seasoning on
let me
the
straight.
meat.
finish this now. Finish this
I
out
bet
because
you it's a straight
almost done.
10
Like,
pump
I'm
missionary.
lost at the no
I don't know.
seasoning. I can't eat shit without seasoning on it. I don't understand
Yeah,
that.
I don't
I'm
know, but
just confused.
anyway,
Like, I
it
don't get it.
is it is so extreme that my wedding meal venue, I chose a Greek tapas place, and I really wanted Greek, and my sister forced me to change it, and I had to choose a place that served burgers. It is an argument every single time. I'm fed up. Am I the asshole? Edit. My wedding meal was just my close family, i.e., 12 of us. I just chose a restaurant. It wasn't a full blown planned wedding that I canceled. It wasn't a full blown planned wedding that I canceled. Perhaps forced was a strong word. My sister started moaning that he wouldn't eat anything and told me to change the venue because she was stressed. So yes,
Okay,
I
you know
just
what?
gave
You
in.
need your ass whooped. Your sister need her ass whooped. He need
Yeah,
his ass doubly whooped.
he's
He
doing
need
way
to
too much for
line
just
up
a
and let
boyfriend.
anybody who's ever listened to or watched GCPR radio should be able to whoop his ass. Because what you mean for my wedding dinner, I got to change everything for one. First of all, OP, why did you invite him? Why did
I
you invite him?
I wouldn't have
No,
invited
here's the
him.
thing.
I'd
She
have it
didn't.
without him. Oh,
I don't think she really did invite him or really want to invite him because
Then I wouldn't have changed my dinner location. I wouldn't have changed shit. He would have just been pouting. Sister girl just wouldn't have been coming. Let me tell you that right now. Sister girl just wouldn't be coming to no more dinners. He's so good.
that
He girl, you must love blowing bubbles and cocaine up his booch cat. Cause ain't no way. Ain't no
I just
way. Cause
either that because I mean here's the only way I could see just people just doing like that, accommodating for one person, if he is annoying as
yeah, like
fuck.
there is a restaurant that my family
that's the
absolutely
problem.
loves, okay? And there are
Mhm.
certain people, it is their favorite restaurant. And when we're celebrating certain stuff, we will go there. I cannot have anything on the menu because I cannot have actual factual fresh garlic. Everything in this restaurant from the south, like everything has fresh garlic in it. So what I do is that they all know I'm gonna show up a little bit late so they can get through some appetizers and stuff so I don't have a horrible reaction. I go someplace else to eat, then I join everybody, have a drink or two, and a dessert. 'Cause well, I should say it's the one thing that I hope it doesn't have garlic in the desserts. And then I go on. I'm not gonna be like, no, you gotta change. Even though it's your day, you gotta make it about yourself.
Yeah, right?
And he
And she
can't
even
do
said
that.
and she said she really wanted to go to this Greek restaurant. Like she
And
really
how
wanted
much
to do
you
it, and
want
it
to
was her wedding, and it was like her wedding dinner.
How much you want to bet when he's at home, he eats everything? How much you want to bet it's a test to see if the girlfriend will consistently choose him over everybody else? Because how much you want to bet if you pop up at him at his job, if he got a job? Because I still think this is some homosexual shit to me. But how much you want to bet if you pop up on him, he putting everything in his mouth, including John John down the block.
Oh, John John down the block. Oh shit.
Maybe, maybe, maybe. And right, Nat and Jay go to McDonald's before the wedding. You wanted a burger.
I'm with Taz. Just giving
Yeah.
homosexual vibes. He definitely doesn't have a
Uh-huh.
job.
Gotta go.
Colonel, yeah, best not to eat shit even with seasoning. I mean, if you don't like
Yeah,
seasoning like that, he don't like seasoning at all.
Right. Period.
And I bet you he's one of those people that probably didn't try it. And I'm saying that because of my chronicle. Yes, this is from the Frankfurt Chronicles. Because there was a woman who, for the longest time, she kept telling me she didn't like shrimp. She didn't like shrimp. Well, well, I had gotten a cheese ball from a local deli, and it was like a shrimp cheese ball, sautéed shrimp, and then like think it was like crab meat or something in it also. I had got it. There was like a get together at her house. I did not see her at first to tell her like, hey, there's shrimp in it because she told me she didn't like it. And then I noticed she's chowing down on this cheese ball, and I'm like,
She
oh,
was
maybe she
killing
just
it.
doesn't like maybe she doesn't like shrimp by itself. I know people who don't like certain things by itself, but if you mix it
Okay.
into something, they're good with it.
Yeah.
And I said something like, "Oh my God, you really like that? You really like the shrimp in that?" And then she's like, she had never had it. She would tell people she didn't like it because she grew up so poor, and her mother was like, "Oh, that's rich people food," and her mother had taught her to hate anything that was rich people food.
Hmm.
So she would say things like that to never exceed her parents. And I met a lot of people that are like, oh, I don't use this, I don't use that, because it's been ingrained in them that they shouldn't have it. So I wonder if he's even ever had it. Like, I
I mean,
bet
it's
you if you give
possible.
him anything with a little seasoning in it, he might fall in love. Because
I mean,
Right.
does
it's possible.
I want to know, like, does he eat ice cream or a little cake or something?
I mean,
Maybe
who
just
knows? It's
vanilla.
possible. Yeah.
I just think he's doing some case stupid.
And
Yeah. I-
but this dude is something. This dude is something. If the whole entire
And we know
family,
my magical purse that I keep, and we know my magical purse that I keep the stuff that I prefer with me to not
Hmm.
inconvenience anybody.
mm,
And like Tristina said, you can bring some stuff with you. And there are certain
yeah,
restaurants, if you call ahead and go, hey, can I get this? Just super plain, I'm coming in on this day. Like make a reservation And then when they're prepping, sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes they can put stuff to the side plain. Like I don't like food immersed in certain sauces, like barbecue sauce. So, like when my dad
Mhm.
barbecued, he will leave like a couple pieces of chicken to the side with no barbecue sauce on it, just for me. That,
Yeah.
but he knows ahead of
I
time
mean,
that I'm coming. If I'm not coming, I'll tell him like, "Hey, I'm not gonna make it," and he can immerse everything. So he's not, But like this dude, like I still think it's a power thing. And I feel like he ain't got no job.
but honestly, it's either I don't know, because if
He
it's a
has
dude,
way
if
too
it's
much influence over what the family does.
yeah,
That's all I'm saying.
exactly. And for him to just stick with just hamburgers and hot dogs and French fries, like
And why is the
He's like
mama
a
let
kid.
me say
allowing
that
this?
this and
Why is the mama allowing this? And I'm talking about like OP's mother. Like, why is she allowing this? Because
and
it
the
got
only
to
thing
get
I
to a
can think of
point
is like
where,
this,
unless she's
and
like me, but even still, I would. Now that we know angry is my meme translate, I would call angry. Like, look, angry. They said that I couldn't go get chicken nuggets because of this one person. This is how I feel. I'm gonna put you on speaker. Could you just tell me?
yeah, I got you. But and here's the thing, I
Oh,
mean,
Chaos
ju-
told me to tell you that he did try one of those biscuit cookies.
how was it, Chaos? Tell me about the blandness.
Wait a minute, he's out of
It
the
was
car. You gotta wait for he to come
it
back.
it was not good.
Um,
It
my
tastes
only
like
saving grace is that I warned him before he ate it. So there's that.
oh, okay, I got you. It tastes like dirt with a little bit of grass mixed in for flavor.
Oh,
Gotcha.
He said he could taste the chocolate though, but
Oh, okay. Sure.
he didn't he
Sure.
did not like it. And
it didn't help.
Sure.
the look on his face
But
was kind of
and
like,
it
I feel like you
just
betrayed me, but I volunteered to do this. So
and
I can't say anything.
and and another thing is like, I mean, and she even said that she had other friends that were picky eaters like that, but they would come out and just get, whatever that they
Was
just want,
available.
have a drink.
Hmm.
And there was the alternative where he could just got there and just had a drink, or like Nana
yeah,
J said, stop at McDonald's before he gets so he could at least have
Have his
something to eat
burger.
and get his burger while everybody
yeah,
else
because
can because I mean there's
there
the
was one
acceptable
time
compromise
with
that
yeah, it was with Gambit. It was with Gambit. I forget where we went, and he wasn't feeling well, and one of uh they changed my muscle relaxer, so I was having issues trying to figure out what would I could eat and it wouldn't affect me a certain way. And we went to one restaurant and everything sounded so great and so amazing. And I'm looking at the ingredients and I'm like, I don't know how that's gonna mix. I don't know how that's not gonna mix. And I was terrified, like I don't want to mess up the night for everybody else. So I was like,
Right.
you know what?
okay, all right,
Chicken wings is always a good, safe
that's a
thing.
safe way to go.
And it was the safest thing on the menu because it was one of those places that you can tell like the chef like for real went to school. Okay, this
Okay.
wasn't somebody like
Uh-huh.
cousin that just got hired to be in the back. Okay, and they took
Yeah.
their time in there, and I was like, okay, so I'll just get that and some fries, and we'll call it a day. I was like, if we ever get a chance to go back, after I figure out how things work, I'll try some other stuff. But baby, when I tell you, I went through that menu like 3 times. I was locked in. And if I would have just
Uh-huh.
had to sit there with some French fries, I would have sat there with some French fries and still been happy because I was like, I don't want to mess up the night for everybody else. He could do that, but the fact that he doesn't even want to just sit there with the chips and just be shit like,
Yeah. 'Cause I mean,
That's what makes it seem like more like he's testing them.
yeah.
and
And
But
why
this
that's
all
go
this thing is
out?
just like a power thing. Just to
yeah.
see, yeah, just see how far he can go.
And it's like, why go out when you're that picky? Because like when we first started the show, we were talking about, uh people at our preferred drinks and stuff like that. And I'm like, I know I'm a wine girly, we've gone to like DJ events and stuff, and I'll ask like, "Oh, do you all have wine?" If they do, then I'll have a wine. If they don't, okay, I'll get some water. Or do they have a soda? I'll figure out a
Mhm.
backup. I will be all right. And it's like, okay, I'll just make a note that if he has a friend doing something here again, I may not come back here because if I look at the options and there's nothing that I'm down with, and we're gonna be here for hours, I'll just stay at home.
Right.
Yeah,
But going and
and
messing up everything for the family, like,
yeah, that
It doesn't make
because
sense.
no, the only thing that
and
would
does
make
he
sense
go
is
with
why
her on like girls' nights out?
I hope not.
Like, can she go out to brunch with her friends? Or I know everybody doesn't do brunch, but I
No, because I mean, if she does, and he starts whining about, he said, "Why do you go out?" Da, 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 da. Then here he's bringing her along, and then they're going out to the pub to eat
Hmm.
burgers and fries because that's all he wants.
and and here's the thing. If he can eat food at a pub, but he says he doesn't like seasoning, not to gross anybody out, but the most seasoning you getting at a pub is some salt and pepper. And that salt and pepper is going to be all over that grill. Okay, you can
Yeah.
say you
Yeah.
don't want it on your food. It's going to be on your food. They're
Hmm.
not deep
Yes.
cleaning that griddle in between. So you getting it. You getting the
Yeah.
seasoning from all throughout the day. Because what do they say about certain? Like, think of it. Think of the kitchen in a pub like a cast iron skillet. Okay, it's been seasoned since your grandmama was going there. Okay,
Hmm.
Yeah.
you're getting all sorts of seasoning. Like, I could understand if he was going like,
I'm trying to
well,
Like
imagine
even
I
said if
said,
he
actually
went
I
to an
could.
eating that.
Applebee's
Who's eating
and was like,
hamburgers
"Hey,
with
don't
no
put any
seasoning?
seasoning on it."
No. They're
Like,
gonna get
take
some
him to a
residual
Yeah.
seasoning. They got
And
the
right. I'm
residual.
like,
and just like Dan and Jay said, just like how you said, Taz, earlier. Some places will serve off menu items, so he could ask if he could get a burger. He could have asked if they would make him a burger.
okay,
They
Annabelle, I
probably would have
remember
made
you
him.
said that they're meant to be dipped in tea or coffee. Okay, and I said that I would try it. Okay, it's a different experience.
It
Okay,
was it
I
was
didn't say I was
yeah.
giving up on it. I at the moment don't think it is my ministry, and research needs to be done before. I mean, you got to think. I eat crispy shrimp, so
To
it's
Annabelle,
very few things that I'm like, no, I won't eat. But
to I need some
The
time to
cookie
process this
biscuit.
shit, Annabelle. This cookies were nasty. They were nasty. So you're gonna have to give me a minute to process this shit
yeah,
first
I've
before I
been
try
going
it with
through it
coffee or
for a
tea.
week.
Now,
Right, I've been going trying to get through like for a week. So I'm not giving up. I
Taking a breather.
so yeah, I'm
yes,
not
it's
saying
kind of
no,
like when
Annabelle.
my
Not telling
mother
you no. Just
was
saying is
was
that I
trying
need some time to
to,
process this shit because that cookie was nasty and it traumatized me.
and it wasn't the way it was packaged. The picture on the package, how it was described to me. I got to get that out of my head because the reality.
So on paper, it looked good. Everything about it,
Cho-
it looked great. The
yeah,
picture
in front of
looked
their
absolutely
chocolate
delicious and
strawberry.
succulent. But when I
Yeah,
put it
the
in,
cho-
but when I took my first bite, it tastes like unfiltered ass.
yeah,
Unseasoned,
it was
unfiltered ass.
Unseasoned, unfiltered
what
ass.
what was that
So you're
Snickers
gonna have to give
commercial?
me a
Oh,
minute again.
regrets.
So you're gonna have to give me
It
a minute.
tasted like regrets because Inferno it's a chocolate strawberry European biscuit.
So you have to give me a second to process this so I could go back again. But I'm gonna need a
Oh,
few.
everybody
I'm
wants to
gonna
know
need.
what you thought of the cookie.
I'm gonna need about 4 to 5 business weeks.
Okay, so it wasn't as bad as she made it out to be. The chocolate and was tolerable. Um, the filling on the inside was a little bit a little more solid than I thought it was gonna be.
See, you are not
But the
making this
bottom
any better.
itself was just like
So you're not
it was like if you took
you're
a
not making this
cookie
any better.
and brought it all the way to almost done and then pulled it out the oven. So it was like not hard, not soft, but it would crumble if it didn't have the stuff holding it together on top.
Yeah, and that strawberry stuff, it was a weird jammy type of thing.
It wasn't even
So
jammy. It was more like what's the little stuff the kids make goop?
I
Slime.
I thought it was like if you flavored Play-Doh.
No,
see,
That's
neither
what
one
it
of you
felt
are
like to
making
me.
this.
it was a
Neither one
little
of you are
less
making this sound good
consistent
at
than the
all.
Play-Doh,
This
but a
is
little
this
I
is the
have
more
zero
worst.
interest in
consistent
trying
This
this
is the
than
cookie
slime.
worst
now.
this is the worst promo ad for the goddamn
You know what it
cookies.
was like?
I'm gonna tell you like this.
It
Like
was like
like she's saying it's
it
bad,
was
but
like pulling
you
a
are
booger out
explicitly
and going like this.
see
Now I'm not eating
she
the
just
rest of
said
the cookies.
How
no,
how
she
it how it
said
stretched
no.
and all of
Here's
that
the
stuff.
thing. She's saying that it's just simply bad.
So
Chaos
that's
is going
basically
into
what it was.
detail about
It
how bad
wasn't
it is
horrible, but it
and
wasn't an experience that I would enjoy on a
the
regular.
different
And I'm a cookie
it's like one of
connoisseur.
the
Because
different levels of the badness that it is. It's like chaos is
because like I said,
actively
it was
describing.
gifted. Well, they were gifted to me, and for honestly, for a while, I forgot that they were in the kitchen. Okay, where I sat them in the kitchen, I don't normally
What the fuck is going
look.
on there? What the fuck is going on there?
I don't know what's going on there. Okay, I'm looking at the haze, the lake haze.
Oh,
But I I forgot that so when I saw them, I was like, oh yeah, I said that I would try them, and I was excited because once again, how they were described to me, how they looked on the package. I looked it up online real quick, like, oh okay, cool, cool, cool. Now now the second day when I tried another one, I did have a cup of coffee. I didn't dip it into the coffee, because my coffee has a lid on it. I have to do that when I'm outside of the office because I'm clumsy. That's why all of the cups when I'm in the office have lids on them. Because if I mess up my electronics, I'm gonna have a nervous breakdown. Okay, I'm just
Mhm.
gonna tell you, I'm gonna become very
Mhm.
unraveled.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so that's something I'll do that in the living room. I'll do that. Um, but
So
I
Infernal Infernal, I don't think anybody
what the
really
fuck is the
knows
strawberry chocolate booger
what
cookies?
that is. Because I don't think
Okay.
Taz or Chaos
Inferno.
knows. Because I mean,
When we get back to the house, I will take a picture and I will put it in the Discord of the package. Because they're now sitting on the dining room table, next to my makeshift cookie jar, not cookie jar, candy jar. Um,
it's one of those cookies. Say I ain't got no snacks in the house at all, and they sitting there. I'll walk by and grab one and eat that and forget they're there for about another week
yeah, yeah.
I thought you were
But
about to say that you
because I
would
forgot how it
you
tastes.
no
you're right.
no. I thought you was about to say that you would be at the house, no snacks except for those, and then you would take a bite of it, get dressed, and then go and get snacks.
Yes, yes. That's pretty
That
much
sounds
what
about
would
right.
happen. That is
That's what I
pretty
thought
much.
you was about to say. That you would take a bite, you would put it back, you would get dressed, and get snacks.
Yeah, there was one day I forgot and I took a bite of the cookies, and then this is why Nana J comes in clutch. She sent me the Reese's Pieces, but I had
Mm.
burnt my fingers, and then on air I asked him to open the box of the Reese's Pieces because I wouldn't go there and never eat again. But,
Y'all stop bothering my nana for stuff.
so
But on that
yeah,
one, we're gonna pass the show. So we're gonna go ahead and end it on that note. Um, I don't know what we're gonna do about the chocolate booger cookies. At least they're not sugar. At least they weren't sugar booger cookies. So I mean, hey, that's winning on that.
that's a
But
plus.
That's gonna be
so
next.
join us next week, where hopefully we won't be talking about chocolate booger cookies or sugar booger cookies. We so hopefully Jen will be back next week, and we will see you all then. Till then, take care, y'all.
Bye.